Money responds to principles, and principles command money. It is not when the finance gets into your hand that you start thinking of what to do with it. You should already have a plan even before the finances come. When it comes to finances, we have a lot of people who work for many years, go through a lot of procedures, a lot of steps when it comes to finances, but they end up finding themselves in the same financial position as in the kind of improvement, the kind of growth and exposure they expect. They don't find it. What actually could be the problem? Money responds to principles, and principles command money. That's one of the basic or the key ideas that we're supposed to have in mind as far as finances is concerned. And that's because there are a lot of things that we do when it comes to finances that drain the little we have, that actually doesn't help grow the little we have. And so that's why let's bring you some reasons why some people never improve in their financial situation, why some people remain stagnant despite all what they try to do in order to get to financial growth, get to financial maximum of explosion and all the like. Okay, let's look at a few of it, but don't forget, this is the professional mindset. Do well to subscribe to our channel, watch our videos, share, drop a comment in the comment section. The first reason we have poor spending habits. Okay, there are some people, they have a very poor spending habit, and that's one of the reasons why they get stuck financially, because they spend recklessly. Okay, they don't coordinate their spending. There is a spending for a purpose, there's a spending for a need, there's a spending for a want. And I had said it in one of the videos. There's another video we have made on finances. I think if you go through the videos, you'll find one of the videos we said how to improve on your finances, or how to command wealth, how to attract wealth. Yes, one of the videos we have them there, and I explained the difference between a need and a want. Okay, many of us spend on the wants, not even the needs, of which your spending should be focused towards your needs and not your wants. What are your wants? Those things you desire. What are your needs? The things you can do without. Now, your needs are your wants, but your wants are not your needs. All your wants are not your needs. For example, now you're a student and you want a G-Wagon for a transport ride. What are you doing with it? That's a want, that's not a need, it's not a necessity. Necessities are the ones you cannot do without. Okay, they are very important. They are part and parcel of your day-to-day life. That's why we call them necessities. But when it comes to your wants, those things you get out of prestige. So in other words, anything you desire as a result of prestige, just to show for that you to also have it, that's a want, that's not a need. So you see that some of the things you have been running after as a result of prestige, not as a result of necessity. And because it is not as a result of necessity, it becomes a very terrible problem for you. You need to invest in your needs, not in your wants. Have wisdom in your spending. Okay, don't do a reckless spending. Spend with a purpose, spend with a focus, spend with an intention. That's one of the things that will enable you to have a good financial improvement over time. The second reason as to why many people find themselves being stagnant is because they don't have a financial plan. Okay, lack of financial planning. Now, by financial planning, we mean a draft of what you do with your finances. Okay, it is not when the finance gets into your hand that you start thinking of what to do with it. You should already have a plan even before the finances come, because if the finances come when you don't yet have a plan, I bet you the probabilities of you making mistakes are already at an 80% chance. You are supposed to have a plan even before the finances come. You should have a tabled down structure plan even before the finances come. It is very, very important to have a plan. Financial plan means you already draw down exactly what the money is meant for, exactly what the cash is meant for. what percentage goes for which, what percentage goes for which, and which percentage is left. What are you saving? What are you spending? That's having a financial plan. In one of the live videos we had on finances, I gave a principle and a proportionate proportion under which spendings can be made. The percentage that should go for spending, the percentage that should go for savings, the percentage that should be saved for investments. It's very important to have all of that. If you don't have it, no matter the millions you command, there's a possibility that someday you would have a need. Okay, that's the lack of a financial plan. Ask the financial giants, the financial gurus, the money controllers. Ask them how they go about it. They will tell you that there's a financial plan. Okay, there's a limit to what they spend. They cannot spend above what has been planned. Financial planning. You planned to spend 20,000 on buying this and that. You get to the market simply because you see something else that you think is good and it's not part of your plan. You buy. Lack of financial discipline already. Okay, you are moved by sight. You are not moved by plans. If you are moved by plans, you have a better way out. But if you're moved by sight, you're moved by what you see, there's a high probability that you're bound to fail. So these are some of the things that you should have in your mind as far as its finances is involved. It's very, very, very important. Number 3, short-term thinking. Many people are stagnant because they think short-term. They think short-term. They don't think long-term. When you think short-term, it means you think all about today. There's some people that spend as though there's no tomorrow. Okay, they believe that tomorrow will take care of itself. Well, that's true. Tomorrow can take care of itself, but that's if you take care of today properly so that tomorrow can take care of itself. Because it is the manner in which you take care of today that determines the probability of tomorrow taking care of itself. If you don't take care of today properly well, then definitely tomorrow taking care of itself will become a very big problem, become a very big challenge. So you have to bring forth a long-term thinking plan, not short thinking. You don't think short, okay? It's not just thinking like now. Short-term thinking, of course not. It's not a short-term thinking. When you think short-term, you think about the now. You don't think about after now. It becomes a problem, because if you don't think about after now, you will not see the need to save. If you don't think about after now, you will not see the need to invest. If you don't think about after now, you will not see the need to control your spending. There are people that everything they earn, they spend. Everything they earn, they spend. So in other words, you're living from hand to mouth, and they go back to the same stage every single day. Now, that's a wrong lifestyle as far as expenditure, financing is concerned. You should have a long-term thinking. Long-term thinking will enable you to have a better plan, will enable you to have an engrafted view, will enable you to have a good statistical programming for your finances that make you grow. And the last thing is the lack of financial education. Many people don't have financial education. Education is different from financial education. Being educated with a PhD, with a doctorate, being educated with a master's, with a bachelor's, it's different from having financial education. Okay, you need financial education. Financial education will teach you discipline, will teach you how to spend, will teach you when not to react financially. Financial education. So when you lack financial education, of course, it becomes very difficult for you to explode financially. So have these principles in your mind so that they will guide you, they will help you to improve on the level, to improve on the situation of financing that you have. It will help you to improve, to change the levels. Financial knowledge, very, very necessary. So have this in mind. Financial growth requires intentional decisions. Intentional decisions. Financial growth requires intentional decisions. This is the professional mindset.